You're listening to Clash Royale Radio with Dylan and Caleb in 3, 2, 1.
And welcome back to Clash Royale Radio, episode number 29. I am your host, Dylan.
And I'm your co-host, Caleb.
And guys, this week we're going to be talking about the new Evolution Valkyrie and the new Tower Troop, the balance changes. And guys, we have a deck spotlight for you guys this week.
Yeah.
Dude, it's good to be back.
Dude, yeah. This feels different.
There's a
new year, new me, huh?
There's a new sport that we've been playing.
Yes, there is.
Pickleball.
Yes, sir.
Dude,
a lot of fun.
That is
second favorite sport. It's my second favorite sport.
Second favorite? Wow.
I don't know about second favorite sport of all time.
I would say basketball is my first favorite.
That's mine.
I guess pickleball could be my second, playing it. But like football all around would be my second favorite. Like watching it, playing it.
I don't know.
But
yeah,
not a lot of people play football, like pick up football.
Yeah,
pick up basketball's the way,
Yeah,
it is what it is.
I'd rather play pickleball, though, to be honest with you.
Oh, I would do too. Dude, it's so much fun. If you guys haven't tried it out, definitely try it out. It is awesome.
It's a lot of fun.
And it's super easy.
Yeah.
Now, the rules were a little weird.
The rules are weird.
Kind of. Like,
rules are really weird.
Well, when you're playing with twos.
Yeah, that's where it gets really difficult.
Because, like,
So is playing ones.
Yeah, somewhat.
We had we won't get into it. But anyways, so, yeah. It was, So how have you been, bro?
Doing good, man.
Doing good. Living life.
You an Ultimate Champion yet?
I did. I'm two-time
not this season. Last season.
Not this season, but last season I made it again.
Nice.
I beat my record. I'm 59%. 1672 is my top.
Yeah, you're just a bit higher than me. I'm at 1642, 46 or something like that. So
gotcha.
You're just above me. So
yep.
Which it sucks though, because I don't know if I'll be able to make the Ultimate Champion anymore, because they finally made it to level 15 in POL last season. So. Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Yeah,
that really hurt me. I only have let's see, half my deck, 4 cards, level 15.
Yeah,
and that's a Lava Hound deck.
Mm-hmm.
And like Lava Hound it's still good, it's decent, but it wasn't good like it was before.
Yeah.
So, because the Lava Hound got a nerf, so that killed it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That hurt, but I got a new deck.
Yeah, I know.
Can't wait to share it.
We're going to talk about that. We'll talk about that. Yeah, I'm still rocking with my old deck.
Golem Pump.
Yeah, Golem. So that's my second time.
Except, last season, did you get the Ultimate Champion using Battle Healer?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay.
So I was watching Sir Tag, and this was a long time ago, though, but he was playing that deck with Battle Healer and E-Barbs. It was a Golem deck. And I'm like, wow, that deck is insane if you play it right. And there's a couple times I did play it right. I'm like, wow, I'm going to invest in this. So I did. When I made my invest, I spent a lot of money getting into it, getting my cars up to that level. And so I did, and I'm loving it. I'm going to learn how to play with it and stuff like that. It's actually easier, in my opinion, than playing with the deck I have now.
It's a lot more annoying. I know that.
Because E-Barbs just make it easier to defend stuff. You can split with them, your fireball bait, and stuff like that.
And then, I've seen you do, opposite lane pressure. That is, how do you stop a Golem plus that E-Barbs at the bridge on the other side?
And you got little prints behind the Golem usually, and just tanking. So you're like, what are you going to do?
That's dumb.
It's a lot of fun when you get that. And the Battle Healer, there's so many times I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, this thing needs nerfed because, I don't know how it's still alive.
Yeah, right.
That thing is healing like crazy. So, but other than that, those are the only 2 decks I've been really going. I haven't been really branching.
I think today is the first day. Well, not the first day, but for this season, there's a double evolution tournament.
There is. That's very interesting. Have you played it?
No, I have not.
I have not either.
What is some cards that you think will be that you would run?
I feel like Knight and Firecracker would be.
I guess that's a really good duo, because the Hog Rider deck would be really nice.
With that deck,
that would be insane.
That would be annoying.
I was actually thinking Royal Recruits with Evo Skellies. Can you imagine splitting this Evo Skellies?
Splitting them as well. That would be kind of nuts. What's another good one?
Firecracker is a really good second Evo card. You know what I mean?
Me? Am I the only one that thinks that Firecracker needs a nerf?
I don't think so. I really don't think so.
Yeah.
But obviously, I have Fireball in my deck, so I can. It's easy for me to clean up. So
that's true.
So it's not really a worry. Now it's more like Hog Rider, because I see Hog Rider all the time.
I see those two. That's why I'm saying Firecracker and Hog Rider.
I don't necessarily think that Hog Rider needs a nerf. I just see it everywhere, and it's just so annoying.
It's a.
It's kind of like mid ladder going against Mega Knight.
It's an underrated. It's not underrated. It's right. Like it's a powerful card, and it's annoying. I think it does need a nerf.
Really?
We see it way too much. Supercell.
The only nerf I can see them doing is maybe like the first hit time speed.
If it was any other card, this is why I think it's
like 0.5.
This is a fan based card. That's why they won't nerf it. Same thing with log. Yeah. Exactly like log. That's the only reason why they won't do it.
Well, it's kind of touchy though, because if you touch it a little bit, it's going to kill it. You know what I mean?
I don't think so. I don't think so at all.
I'm talking about more like the log.
Oh, the log? Yeah. No, I'm talking about Hog Rider.
A Hog Rider, like I said, if you take that first time hit speed, away, like maybe half a second longer, I can see that being better. Or,
yeah,
a good nerf.
A good nerf, yeah. That's what I think. I think they need to do it, but I don't think they're going to do it because, like I said, it's a fan-based card. If it was any other card, they would nerf it. They would see too much. If they're seeing too much of it, you know what I mean? But that's just my opinion. I think it needs it. All right. So the question of the week goes to Doomslay. He says, "What car do you drive?"
Let's go.
We don't drive a car.
Yeah, we do.
I'm just kidding.
So it's actually my car, but because Caleb's vehicle is like broke down. It's a long story on that.
Yeah, we won't get into it.
But I drive a Toyota Echo. I don't even think they make them anymore. It literally has 300,000 miles on it. It's a 2002. I think 2002 or 2003, somewhere in there, and it's red. And I had it since high school.
We could have.
I'm 27. I had this thing in high school, and in high school,
all of our siblings drove it. All of our siblings. It went through every sibling of ours.
Seriously. So the car has a nickname. The red tampon on wheels. It literally looks like a Prius somewhat. You guys have to Google it. But it's a Toyota Echo. It's a really small car. But, dude, it gets like, when it was brand new, it get like 51 miles a gallon.
I think now it's
about 40-ish.
Now it's like 40-ish, but it is an insane gas. Yeah.
Dude, we haven't put any money in it. It really,
not a lot of money.
A lot of just maintenance, nothing serious.
Nothing really serious. That car just doesn't know when to quit. Dude, and it looks like a chewed up Skittle.
It definitely got sunbathed.
Yeah, it looks like a chewed up Skittle. It looks like someone just
seriously. That's a good idea. Yeah,
chewed up a Skittle and just spit it out and just left it for dead. And that's exactly what our car looks like.
Yep.
But we could have told these guys we drive a Bentley. Think about
because of this pod. I drive a Lambo.
Yeah, Lambo. No, we do not drive.
I don't even know what a Bentley is.
I have no idea either. I just know they're expensive. They might even look ugly, bro.
I'm gonna have to look it up after this. A Bentley.
Yeah, a Bentley. Is that a car?
Yeah, it's probably a monster truck or something.
Oh man!
But yeah, that's the car that we drive.
Yeah. So
technically,
not too fancy.
So technically, Caleb is driving it. He's basically borrowing it.
Yes.
Now we have my wife. She has a minivan, and dude, I'm sorry, I am part of the minivan fam. I got 3 kids. Mm-hmm. Dude, that thing is nice. The amount of space you got in a minivan, the sliding doors, like, you getting out of Walmart, you don't have to worry about the kids opening the doors and dinging another car, from the door. It's all sliding. Dude, it's nice. Don't be judging me, y'all. Don't be judging me. I love a minivan.
Oh, man. All righty. Well, let's get into it, guys. Let's start going in.
The Evo Valk. So before this released, this thing was hyped. It looked super overpowered.
It looked so broken.
Seriously.
It looked scary. I'm like, oh my goodness. We called it, guys. We called it. Someone called it.
About what? Oh,
Discord.
Yeah, it was Doomslay. It was Doomslay.
Yeah, they called it.
He said mini tornadoes.
Yeah.
But he pretty much he pretty much called it.
Great call. We thought it was overpowered, but I'm actually happy about this. It's good, but what do you think about it?
I mean, I think you'll only see it with Hog Rider decks. Actually, I don't think it's the greatest. Just because,
it's not tanky. It's not. I mean, it's tanky,
but there's no added buff to it.
There's no added buff.
I mean? That's what's weird. It's the damage is a plus 28% more.
Yeah,
or DPS. You know what I mean? So it's a 2-cycled card. And whenever it attacks, when the Evo attacks, it does like a tornado, sucking it in. which is really nice. It's I love the Evo concept of this card. The ability is super cool.
Mm-hmm.
But you only get one Evo slot, so I don't think this is going to be very popular. Like I said, Knight is super broken still.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say
I still
really
use
broken,
Knight for my golem deck, and it's ridiculous.
It's just you get so much
ridiculous.
value with the Knight. That's why people play it a whole lot. And then Valkyrie is still fairly strong.
Mm-hmm.
The recruits are everywhere.
Firecracker.
Still. That's what I said. Firecracker.
Yeah, you said Valkyrie.
Did I really?
Yeah.
Bad. Yeah, not
That's
Valkyrie.
what I was saying,
I meant Firecracker.
Firecracker.
Yes. Then you got the recruits.
Recruits are
first,
still really
next.
good.
Evo bats are a thing, and skellies.
Skeletons are more than bats. I think people
Skeletons are over the bats. Yeah.
Yeah, I think people are playing
And then bats, and then
bats.
the line would probably be then Valkyrie.
Valkyrie
That's kind of like where the
Valkyrie
line
would
is.
be last. All things because if you're playing a hog
then you have
deck,
barbarians too. So yeah,
exactly. So
and the
barbarians are good.
mortar's still a thing in top ladder. So yeah, I can see this card being last just because it's just I don't know. It's a 4 elixir card. It's a little.
What's another? I guess the evil barbs can be really good against defense as well. They can eat up a.
Yeah, they're pretty solid.
They're pretty solid. I was
They're
about
really
to say what I was about to say is Valkyrie's the only reason she'd be so good is it's mainly used on defense really of the tornado spin.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But yeah,
and
the only deck I thought I could see her in was the Hog Rider one.
Like a hog. It's a hog rider deck.
Yeah, Hog Rider deck. But then you got Firecracker, which is way more better at defense and offense. And we eat up any push and stuff like that. So why would you put Valkyrie in?
Well, then Valkyrie doesn't attack air unless you know what I mean. Like the tornado does, but like if she doesn't see anything on the ground, she's not going to spin.
Hold up,
what I mean?
You're telling me. Let's just say someone puts a ground troop card down and puts a balloon right over it. You're telling me Valkyrie will hit that balloon too with the spin?
Now it doesn't damage the
I did not
balloon,
know that.
just the tornado damage.
That's insane, though.
But
that's stupid. That's
so yeah, it's
insane.
got some good stuff to it.
Okay,
yeah.
But what are the odds of that happening?
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like if you're playing against Lava Hound, a lava deck, you know what I mean?
Or
like
balloon,
Valkyrie's
or any balloon deck, if you got it right.
Maybe, but like...
But yet again, it goes back to what I'm saying again, like, you can spend another card that can just can do even better.
Okay. Let's say the Evo Valkyrie is on the board. Okay. And then let's say I Lumber Loon at the bridge.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's going to tornado the balloon a little bit in because she's killing the Lumberjack. So the Lumberjack's going to die, but then the Valkyrie's not going to do anything anymore, and the balloon's is over her.
That's why I'm saying...
You know what I mean? So it's not going to be that big of a deal.
Exactly, yeah.
So
that's why I'm saying as well, like it's not going to be that, that's why you would pick a different Evo for it. But so yeah, I wouldn't say she's in the this is not the best Evo, and I think that's why people are kind of upset that it's not broken. I'm just glad it's not broken like it was, because this card was hyped. I mean, think about it. This was the first card that's outside of uncommon, okay? Which everybody thought that these cards that were going to be evil were going to be staying in the commons. Mm-hmm. That's what the word was, right?
Well...
Hey parents.
Yeah, you.
Are you looking for a podcast your kids will really love?
Well, we made one just for you.
And for us.
As genuine, all-natural kids ourselves, we know what makes a fun and interesting podcast.
So we decided to make it ourselves. Every show is packed with interviews, stories, and on-the-ground reporting.
We have interviewed everyone from scientists to Grammy Award-winning musicians to NFL quarterbacks.
Listen to Wild Interest wherever you get your podcasts.
I don't know about how much that was true, because I think they did say they were going to branch out, but they just didn't really tell us when.
I thought they were going to branch out when they got done with the commons. I thought when every card got Evo that was in the commons, then they're going to move up another level, but they didn't. Right. That's okay, though. So this is the first card that's outside of the commons who got Evo'd, and I think it's just a super... It's just overhyped. It was overhyped. Underrated. Or overrated, sorry. Overrated.
The Cannoneer. The brand new Tower Troop.
Okay, so
what do you think, man?
Yeah, thank you. I want to go first on this one.
Go for it.
I was watching OJ whenever he first got a hold of this card.
Right.
I was watching OJ, and OJ had some pretty kind of frustrating moments. He's happy that this card was not broken, and I agree. This card is not broken because they came out with a sneak peek where the thing killed a firecracker. I'm like, this is stupid. Like, wow. At first, I'm like, broken.
Yeah.
Broken, right? But then whenever I saw OJ play with it, OJ has a lot of negative with it. He says, this card sucks. They're going to need some extra work with this card. And so I'm like, well, I don't know about that. Well, anyways, they got a reasonable price in the shop.
$50. No, I was kidding.
No, I did not do that. I did not do that. I found an easier way to get it up that high with cheaper. But anyways.
Well, yours is level 13, right? Still?
No.
Okay. We understand.
I did spend 45 if you need to know. Cheaper than 50.
To get it 15?
Yeah.
Nice.
I spent 45 to get it to 15 where it's at. But anyways, it's a tank destroyer, no doubt about it. Yeah. It will screw any big giant tank.
I noticed it kills like baby dragon. It kills balloon like crazy. It'll kill a bowler like crazy.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
I went against my first time playing with it. I went against an E-Giant deck. Now I have to like obviously have something with it to tear it down. It kills a E-Giant deck completely. But the only downside I have about this card, which I think everybody else will, is that playing with it, it's so low health. It's scary.
Is it 400 less, I think, than the Princess? I'm pretty sure
I think it's more.
Well, the only thing, I think, when I'm playing it, and I normally play it in the 1v1 classic battles or whatever like that, where everything's just 11. Mm-hmm. My issue is the interactions. You know, not learning interactions. What do you got?
So let me get this straight. The Princess Tower is 24 hit points.
Level 15?
40, yeah.
44 what? 15?
44, I think 24 is what I said.
Okay.
The Cannoneer is 3792.
Wow.
Crazy low.
About 800? Is that what, if my math is right?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
that's crazy.
4424 is that. If it was Tower... So you hit this triangle icon and goes to level 1. 1,400 hit points on archers. Let's go to Cannoneer. Let's do level 1 if we have to.
You can do level 1 on that?
That's what it's, yeah.
Wow.
1714. No, that's it. That's so weird. And this one says level 6.
Oh, yeah, that's because it's an epic. It's purple. Oh. So, yeah. So level 6 is the lowest it'll go. That's why.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Okay,
so with the Cannoneer, for me, like I said, the interactions is going to be really hard to learn, or it's going to take some time. I remember playing a game, and I'm just kicking this guy's butt, and I totally forgot, like, he had, like, a goblin gang, and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to leave it, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And he took my tower, I'm like, oh, hey, it's not a princess tower. I gotta actually do something about this.
Yeah.
So stuff like that, you really got to pay attention. And I've already told you this a couple days ago, but right when I join into a game, the first thing I'm looking at is, okay, what does my opponent's towers play?
Yeah. Yep.
Now, do you think Clash Royale, they're going to make it to where your left tower can be princess and your right tower can be Cannoneer? You think they'll ever come into that point?
What?
That'd be kind of, I don't know.
I would not like that.
Really? That'd be tough.
Can
you imagine that though? They're like, okay, my left tower is going to be this, my right tower is going to be that, and then
I need to defend the tower. I mean, I guess it adds a little bit more strategic. Like, okay, I don't care a crap about this tower. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
This is my most important tower. It cannot be shot down.
I can see them in the future maybe doing this if they have maybe 10 tower troops. Maybe I don't know.
I'm frustrated at the cannon because like I don't like how whenever like you have a tower down and are aiming, you're going for your middle tower, your Cannoneer on your right tower. Let's say your left one's down.
Yeah,
that's my biggest frustration about it.
It can't look all the way.
It doesn't detect it.
Yeah,
its circle's not there.
Yep.
I hate that. I really hate that. That is so annoying. I lost so many games because of that. Because that's not in my brain. I'm thinking, okay, Archer and Cannon got it. The middle and my right tower got it. Lost. I'm like,
I just thought of this. I think if you're running Cannoneer, now I could be wrong about this, but I feel like if you're running a deck with Cannoneer, you have to have Tornado because to get that possibility of activating your King Tower. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that is huge to activate your King Tower with Cannoneer.
But here's what I said before. I think I said this to you. I said I think they need to allow just a little bit of splash.
I don't know, man.
I think
That's
so.
going to be so overpowered.
No, I don't think so because it already shoots slow and its hit points is slow. Why not add just a little bit of splash?
Yeah, but it does so much damage, though.
Huh?
It does so much damage, though.
Direct damage.
I just don't think it. I don't think splash is the answer.
I think splash could be the answer, and it might not. I'm not saying the splash would kill the troops that are around it, but it would it would damage them. So where like the second hit, then it would kill a little bit more because they're damaged.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
That would take care of
I
Swarm.
think splash would be overpowered.
You think so?
Yeah.
Would it?
I mean, I think they will eventually make a card.
What if they rework this card where it shoots poison cannonballs?
No, just imagine. I could see this. They can do this. A mortar. What if they do a mortar that is splash? You know what I mean?
I've been saying this for a while. If they should change the middle tower weapon as well, they should do mortar on it. Think about it.
Yeah, I mean,
activate the mortar. Think about it. I mean, and then they can detect it and shoot it. That'd be nuts.
Yeah.
But anyways, and it's like I said again, it shoots super slow.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, the first shot is crazy good.
It is
because so some of the cards that you don't have to worry about is spirits. Any spirits that
and
your
firecracker
opponent, or firecracker. I think wall breakers still won't connect.
Dark Goblin, I think he gets one shot.
Maybe
you don't have to worry about no more. If you're playing Cannoneer, you don't have to worry about flying machine.
We need to know
care
that
of it in 2 shots.
We need to know that interaction. Yeah,
yeah. But the flying machine, it takes care of it in 2 shots. You don't need to defend it really.
Wait, what?
The flying machine?
In 2 shots?
Oh, yeah. Cannoneer knocks it out in 2 shots.
Okay, but how many shots does the
I think the Cannoneer. I think the flying machine gets in 2. 1,
2 or 3.
It gets hit right when it first comes in.
Yeah.
If it's not blocking anything, it gets hit right when it comes in, and then it shoots.
I think it's 3,
and then it shoots again, and I think it gets hit again.
I think it gets 3 shots. I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
I'm sure Karate would know.
Anyways, by the way, the difference between those 2 towers at level 15 is the Archer Towers got it beat. It's 632 more damage, more hit points on the Archer Tower.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty big. You know what I mean? I mean that's almost a. Yeah.
To me, I feel like it should have the same hit points. I really think so.
I don't know. I'm kind of glad they went through this. Like they made it different. You know what I mean? Because so now we had a sneak peek, a little bit of the next. We think tower troop.
I didn't get this.
Yeah, you did. Remember that?
Oh, I did.
Yeah, remember at the end of the trailer of the Cannoneer.
You're right.
The guy or she, whatever, I think it's a girl.
Yeah. So we have someone that shoots super slow. You were right about this. Go ahead and explain. I'll let you explain it. But you told me this, and I agree with you. I think it's going to be completely different. It's not going to be slower. It's going to be
even faster than the Princess Tower.
Yes,
and
sir.
In my opinion, or what I'm thinking, it'll throw knives.
Like the
what?
Dark Goblin.
Yeah, maybe faster.
But faster than the Dark Goblin? But not as much damage, obviously.
Yeah, but it's going to probably 2 shots skeletons, maybe.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? But it's going to go faster.
Yeah.
But the range is going to be even bigger.
If she can destroy a princess, that'd be awesome.
I don't know if you can go that big.
I think we should.
Can you imagine? Actually, yeah, I think it'd be cool.
Because it'd be lower health. So it
won't reach the like an expo.
No, it can't because it can't cross the bridge, but it can kill your princess. I think that's what I should do. Guys, I've been saying this the whole time. These tower troops, I think princess needs to shoot like a princess. And then put archers as a tower troop, and the archers will be regular archers, and that way princesses on the towers can actually, could you imagine the range on that thing?
So, yeah. I'll be very interesting to see what the next tower troop will be.
Is that tower troop, this is what I hate. I wish they just kept the hit points the same on each tower.
See, I think the tower health would be even more.
That's what I'm thinking. So why not play with that and just stack up your cards because they have so much. See, that's the problem. I feel like if everything was balanced on the hit point range, I think it might make it more strategic where people will start to mix it up.
I don't know.
Since I said, you know what, I got tankier hit points. They can't destroy that much. I can take more hit points and stuff like that. So I could build a bigger buff deck and I could just beat them that way.
Yeah,
your percentage of winning a game because your towers just got more buffier just went up. That's what I don't like about it. If everything was the same, though,
I mean, time will tell. This is the first season.
I know,
the card was been released.
I could be wrong, though. Everybody's probably thinking like, Caleb, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. But anyways, that's just what I'm thinking.
There's one little like thing I need Supercell to do is the battle log. They need to have your deck, but then what tower troop they were using as well.
Yeah.
Royal API has already done that. It tells you what tower troop they were, but now I think
Shout out to
Supercell,
Royal API. They're amazing.
They're on top of it.
They need to have an app.
They do. They need to. That's
Bring an app out, please. I would download it in a heartbeat. I'll even donate money to you if I have to.
I will pay $10 for that app.
Yeah, I'll pay 11. I'll beat my brother.
$11.99.
$11.99. Yeah, Royal API is awesome.
So I think to me one of the good decks to have for Cannoneer I think would be like Log Bait.
Yeah, I think it would. Because
you know what I mean, like, because you have a lot of troops that you can defend somewhat, and then like you'll defend like heavy beatdown decks, especially if you're gonna have an Inferno Tower.
There's a lot kind of beat down, anyways. Like
I could be wrong about that, but like that's just my thinking. You know,
you would still need an Inferno Tower. We're talking about the one with the Inferno Tower,
probably.
I wouldn't think I don't think you would need Rocket if you're running it.
I don't know.
You
probably still will.
Yeah. Do you remember those days where Log Bait was so big where people just Rocket cycled?
Oh yeah.
And it was annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, that was.
Then they finally nerfed the Rocket.
They finally nerfed the Rocket. It took 3 rockets to tear one tower down.
Yeah.
It was dumb.
That was dumb. Dalton was super annoyed.
Yeah, I remember that.
All right, guys, the balance changes.
And oh my goodness. There's so many.
There is 14.
Yeah.
14 balance changes.
Before we get into this, Dylan, I want you to grade all of this right now, 1 out of 10. Do you think this was good changes or bad changes? Let's hear it.
You want to grade it now or wait after?
I feel like we should grade it now and then we get into it.
I'm going a solid B.
B.
I like the changes.
I'll go B minus. C, B. I'm in the middle.
So, all right, let's hit it off.
Yeah, let's do it.
Looks like I'm just gonna, okay. So you see on the screen it says 1, 2, 3. Let's go through that. And looks like we're doing the buffs or the nerfs first. All right, the number 1 got a nerf, which is the Little Prince.
Yep.
Needed it. Yeah, it's still a really good card.
That card is scary.
11% less HP and 9% less damage as well.
Yep.
So it definitely needed. I think it's still a very strong card. No, I wouldn't say very strong card.
No,
I wouldn't say broken.
Not broken now, but this obviously it definitely needed it.
Definitely needed it, and it was everywhere.
Yep.
I still think this is my favorite champion.
Now it is? Really?
I think it is because it's 3 elixir.
Yeah, you do share the same attitude with him.
Okay. Maybe on the basketball court.
Do you know who I am? Oh, man.
Number 2, the Archers.
Needed it. Dude,
oh, I didn't even know this. The range was negative 8% less. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
It was 6.5 tiles, now 6 tiles.
Dude, they can melt things. Oh, they're so good.
Wait, is this Evo or not Evo?
That's Evo.
Oh, okay.
Anytime they show that picture like that, it means it's just talking about the Evo.
Okay, so they nerfed the Evo size.
Yes. They needed it.
They power shot negative 10% less. Wow, that's insane. Yeah. Okay. So
then we got
that was the Archers.
Yep. We got the Goblins. And there's their hit speed. Their first hit time is it's 0.4 to 0.5 now.
Yeah, that's Goblin Barrel. That's all goblins.
Yeah, that's all goblins, by the way. Yes, that's everything.
That's a 25% difference.
Didn't need it though.
I think so.
Why?
I mean, goblins were everywhere. They're playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If this is
I'm still surprised to see Goblin Barrel still a thing. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've seen Goblin Barrel being played.
Well, so here's the
insane.
Thing. Here's the thing. This is where I'm getting irritated about Supercell. Why do you think they're like? I get the first 2. I get the Prince and I get the Archers. But why are they nerfing the Goblins? Is it because they're everywhere? If so, nerf Hog Rider. You flipping idiots. Oh, man. We see Hog Rider more. There's a chance that you'll probably see Hog Rider more than any of these cards are getting balanced right now. Like, it's stupid. That's what I don't understand. If that's true, I don't even know why they nerfed goblins. I think goblins were just fine. I think they're in a perfect spot. That's just my opinion, though. But what do you think? Do you just other than just?
I think they needed it. I mean,
just because they were everywhere.
Every goblins were all the goblins were pretty solid, honestly. And I don't know. I don't mind it. It's a 25%.
But why were you shocked that they just kept on playing Goblin Barrel? You don't think Goblin Barrel?
I still like today. I was playing. I think 2 or 3 matches of Goblin Barrel. I'm like, you guys are seriously playing this? Like, it's really not that good. I can't, dude. There was a play today that I logged so late in the back because I thought in my mind it was super far back. It was on my tower, and they still didn't get a hit.
How?
Now my log. I didn't go all the way in the back, but it was pretty far back, somewhat like in the middle, maybe.
Yeah, I know.
But it's still, they still didn't get it. I'm like, what? This is insane. So I was mind blown that people are still playing Goblin Barrel. It's not a really good card anymore. Not a good win con in this meta anyway. So
yeah, good point.
Number 4, the Rage got a nerf as well. Negative 8% like the time. So it was 6 seconds and now went to 5.5 seconds. And that's with the Lumberjack as well.
Yep.
Obviously.
Yep.
I'm fine with it.
I'm good.
It's good.
I'm good.
Number 5, the Barbarian Barrel. Now
Got
this
a bone
is
to pick with you.
a negative 7%
Why?
damage. I don't know.
You really think this car was that good?
I don't know.
I think it was fine.
But you don't play Goblin Barrel, do you? Or
heck yeah,
Barbarian?
I do.
But you do really?
Oh yeah,
okay.
Barbarian Barrel is both of my decks, my super strong decks.
I didn't know that.
But I didn't think it was that big of a deal. I mean, yes,
it's still decent. Though.
It's really good at cleaning up goblins. It's really good at cleaning up skeletons. That's the only reason I use it. That's basically it.
I mean, it's only a negative 7% less damage, so
I get it, but
it should be fine.
Yeah, I know, but still.
Number 6, the Evo Recruits got a nerf. The damage. Wait, what is this? Negative 6 damage.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it. I mean, it's a little bit. I don't think it's too much to be like it's a dead card because I'm still playing it today and it's still super good, super solid.
It always will. I feel like just because it got evoed.
My favorite card. Well, my second favorite card. I'll tell you my favorite card right now, but not yet. But
is he on here?
No, he's not on this list.
Okay.
But
I'll try to guess it. I'm kind of curious.
And then number 7, the Bowler, the last nerf. The first hit plus 20%. It was 0.5 seconds and now 0.6 seconds. So it definitely needed it. It was everywhere.
Yep.
It's still everywhere. It's still a solid card.
There's
solid
a
defense.
lot of decks being played with this thing. This thing's annoying. Like it counters mine. That's what I'm saying.
Well, it counters the Little Prince really well.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of people were using it. And I can't tell you, like when I went into the leaderboard, the global leaderboards, there was a ton of E-Giant decks with Bowler. Yeah. Like it was insane. I'm like, this is what the meta is now?
Yeah.
E-Giant.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Moving on. Before we get to 8.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm going to predict this. Next season, guys, they're nerfing this card.
Giant Skeleton.
Is everybody going to agree with me?
Gets a buff, an 8% health bonus.
Yeah.
Or health point. Yeah, I mean that's pretty solid. I haven't seen it a little bit. I haven't seen it, especially with the stupid clone, stupid deck that you like playing. Dude, I cannot beat that deck. Even if I have Mother Witch, it's insane. Like you're just good with it. I don't know.
Yeah, I need to get back in the clone.
But I like this. This card hasn't been ran for a while.
That's true. Very good card.
I think what they probably should have done was maybe his hit speed maybe a little bit faster instead of the health.
Yeah,
but we'll see. It's gonna last a little bit longer, so we'll see how it goes. Number 9, the guards.
Yes.
Now this shocked me.
Yes.
The shield HP plus 7%.
Which is insane. I feel like it's too much.
So will not die to arrows.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Like me and Dylan were working and we were working
And then Checkers on our Discord says, yeah, they don't die to arrows. I'm like, you're lying.
Yeah, that's the dumbest thing ever.
Way.
And then sure enough, I was seeing videos and they did it, and I'm like, this is the most overpowered card right now.
I actually don't mind. I mean, I need to start using them now. I think so. I need to start using them. I have goblins in my deck. I think I might turn them into the guards, but it's 3 elixir, so it's gonna be a little bit higher. But I also have pumps, so I shouldn't have to worry about it. But
gotcha. Yeah,
I don't know. It's gonna be it's interesting to that they've done that. Yeah. So I can't wait to see like what decks they would be really good in. Number 10, the Skeleton King. They got a buff, a hit speed of plus 7%. It was 6 and now 5.5 faster or seconds faster. So
it needed it.
Yeah, it did.
I feel like it needed it.
Yeah, definitely. I think it did too.
Mm-hmm. There's not much to say, but like, it was kind of dead for a while. A lot of people.
The
didn't
champions
play it.
on here that it definitely. I think all the champions definitely needed it.
Yeah, every champion needed it because everybody was playing Little Prince,
Yeah.
And Mighty Miner, obviously, I think is in the best spot it's ever been. Is Mighty Miner. Mighty Miner is still a great champion to play.
Yep.
So, but anyways, yeah, these cards definitely needed it. I'm surprised I didn't see Monk.
True. Yeah.
I kind of feel like Monk's.
I don't know. If you look at the World Finals, a lot of people are playing Monk, so I don't know.
It blew my mind. A lot of people played Mega Knight too.
Yeah,
that was dumb. I hated
with
that.
Goblin Giant.
With Goblin Giant. I'm like, what are these guys doing? I mean, they're professionals, but whatever.
I think you should do number 11, your favorite card.
Used to be Bomber. It's damage. Its damage went up to 4%. So instead of 222, it went to 230. So,
yep. I actually saw this card with Lava Hound now.
Yeah, I'm seeing the same.
I don't understand it. But
I'm also seeing this card also with E-Giant, which is another weird...
Yeah, no, it's not weird. That used to be a huge thing back in when Mir was...
What were they using that for? Just in case they put barbs down?
No, it was just... I don't know.
Just there to try to do some damage, some type of damage? Okay.
I think so. But like especially when Mir was like... When you mirrored stuff with 16...
Dude, that was the
Bomber
best thing that they ever did.
With Phoenix.
E-Giant was everywhere. You just mirrored the E-Giant and his tower. That was overpowered, but anyways.
Number 12, the Golden Knight. It just says dash 8%. Oh, the damage.
Yeah, dash
damage.
8%, 310 to 335. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of extra little oomph onto it.
Yeah.
But... like I said,
it's fine.
Everything it needed it, definitely. We haven't seen these cards in a while, so.
Now, the Archer Queen. Now, this is insane, I think.
This is insane.
The ability time plus 17%. So it was like when she's going to her ability, it lasts for 3 seconds. Now, 3.5 seconds. So a half a second longer.
And she does so much damage.
Yeah.
She's in that.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that.
Oh,
how much damage per second was that now? Like the DPS now.
I need to look at it, but it's insane. They have that now since Giant Skeleton got a buff and Archer Queen got a buff, there's a deck out there with Earthquake. It's basically an Earthquake, Archer Queen, Giant Skeleton deck, and it's insane. Yeah, just a dumb deck.
Yeah.
What I mean by dumb, I mean by like really, really good. Juicy J played it, and he's like, this is the best deck
I saw that.
And it is insane. I played it actually against it a lot, and it was tough. Very tough. Guys.
Number 14.
Last but not least.
The Drill. Now, this is not a buff or a nerf. This is a rework, and I still don't really understand it. So
why?
The lifetime, it was 9 seconds to now it's 10 seconds.
Now
so it's got a plus 11% longer.
Its very first spawn time, they deduced it to negative 50%. So instead of it taking them 1 second to first spawn the time, it takes half a second.
Yeah. So it's got a lot faster.
This thing might come back. And its HP is instead of it's a negative 9%. It's a negative 9, so it got nerfed here. Negative 9%. So instead of 1440, it's down to 1312. But I kind of like this change a little bit.
You're the Drill player. You would know a lot more than I would. I have no idea.
There's only one deck I play with Drill, and I need to bring that deck back. But I need to find other decks that are really well with Drill, and then learn that because I do love Drill. Drill is amazing. I love that card, and
I agree with Crotty. Monk is low key underrated.
Monk.
I really do.
Yeah, underrated. Yep. Yeah, he's really good. He can push people, and people don't really realize how much that affects like tanks as well, and especially with Cannoneer. I think those two work great together.
Well, not just that, but his ability. It'll kill a whole lot of stuff because it seems like a lot of people are playing stuff that shoots. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, honestly, Monk would be in a great spot right now because everybody's playing that spammy, like a gall barrel or anything that shoots projectiles and stuff like that. It would be really easy to play with. But
okay, with Monk, what is one card that it will reflect that doesn't actually do damage? I was thinking about this the other day.
What's one card
that doesn't do damage, but he reflects?
Oh, isn't that the Heal Spirit?
Nope, because the Heal Spirit will do damage.
Battle Healer?
Nope, it's melee.
It's melee? If it's melee, then it doesn't shoot. It's actually...
Yeah, if it's melee, he doesn't reflect.
It doesn't reflect, yeah. So there's a lot of cards that...
No, I'm talking about, what is one card that the Monk reflects...
Oh, reflects.
But that doesn't actually do damage? I mean, he reflects...
it's not a spell.
Does he reflect the Fisher Boy? I can't remember. If that's the case, then there's two cards. Because it wasn't the Fisher Boy that I was thinking.
He doesn't reflect. Why are you looking on chat?
There's a card that I know that actually doesn't do damage, but he reflects.
Is it Barrel?
Tor got it right.
Yeah, I had a
Goblin
cheat.
Barrel.
I had to cheat. I had no idea.
I mean, just think about it. Like,
I get it now.
Should he actually reflect that? Because it technically doesn't do damage. You know what I mean?
It doesn't matter. He's throwing it. It doesn't matter. It's throwing objects. If you think about it, it's all throwing objects, right?
Okay, I can see that.
So
point.
if it's tossed, then he tosses it back.
Yeah.
So it's like a grenade.
I don't know. I was thinking about that the other day. So
guys, getting back on topic, those are the 14 balance changes right there. Dylan, what's one card that why is this a B to you? Did you wish there was another card in there or what?
I mean, I really want to say Hog Rider, like you said.
I do too,
but I don't think Hog Rider is really an issue. It's just everywhere. That I'm just biased. I just don't like Hog Rider. The deck that I'm playing with is, Hog Riders are really tough to beat. I just wanted to see it nerfed just because I just don't want to see it for a season or so. You know what I mean? So that's the only thing I'm complaining about.
Let's go to Royal API real quick. What's the most popular deck that Royal API is seeing?
It didn't really change much, but right now the number one card in Royal API is the Little Prince.
Wow.
Then it's the Recruits, Royal Hogs, the Bowler, Archers, Fishermen, Skelly Drags. Oh my!
There's my Skelly
I had
boys.
no idea. Wall Breakers, Pump. Oh, I can't wait for next segment.
Dude, that's insane. So you asked me. You said there was before we move on. You said you have a new favorite card, and I think I know what it is.
What is it?
Fisherman.
Definitely,
dude. I kind of knew it. It took me a while to figure it out on my way. It's like, he's playing this deck. What's in this deck? Okay, it's not Mother Witch. It's not. Oh, I'm
y'all, Fisherman is underrated. Like,
he's good, dude.
He is so underrated.
He's annoying.
Like, when the Mega Knight jumps, he can snag it in the air.
I know.
And won't take any damage. And, like, he stuns them so well to where... Oh, dude, he's just so good. Deck Spotlight.
Dylan, this is your turn.
Yeah, guys. I got a deck for you guys to try. I think it was like 3, maybe 4 seasons ago. Maybe when the Royal Recruits came the Royal Recruits Evo came. I think that's when this deck got pretty popular because I saw Juicy J play this, and I haven't stopped playing it.
Yep.
So here's the cards in this deck. You got the Royal Recruits Evo, Fisherman, Mother Witch, Skelly Drags, Fireball, Wall Breakers, Goblins, and then the Pump. Now, I'm not sure about the Goblins in this deck yet. I might actually put Guards in this just to try it out. But Guards are a little bit more expensive as well. But also, I do have Pump. But
yeah.
But now, since the Guards don't die to arrows, that might be a play to do. But man, this deck is insane.
They're worth an extra elixir if they don't die to arrows.
Yeah, possibly. Now, this deck is a 4.0 average elixir cost, so it's not like terrible. And you also have pump. Now, in this deck, pump is the key.
Anytime you're playing a pump deck, pump is always the key.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. That's true. Yeah, definitely.
So anytime you're playing a pump deck, because it's pretty expensive, it's always the key to playing it.
And one thing you guys have to learn about this deck is your fisherman placements. Now, they're super important. You got to learn how to pull the Hog Rider into the king to activate your king tower.
And obviously
that's super important. Well, yeah. You also have to learn, like, I don't know, like fisherman placements are just the key. If you mess up your fisherman placements, there's a good chance you actually might lose. If you mess up once, you might lose.
Yeah, exactly.
One thing that I did learn, that in single, do not play your recruits offensively. You want to play them defensively, especially if your opponent has recruits.
Yeah.
Typically, you want to wait for them to play their recruits, and then you use your recruits to defend their recruits on your side of the map.
Exactly.
Because you will defend them very well, and then your recruits will be counter pushing. So it's a really good elixir trade because they still have to play something with it.
Do you still defend even though you have Evo recruits ready?
Oh, yeah.
You do? Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of times I'll play them in the back just to try to cycle and stuff like that. But
the cool part about this, you have 4 cards that you can split. That's really good.
yeah, you got wall breakers.
So it's going to be really hard for them to arrow all of that or fireball if they split. And so that's really, really good for just like, hey, like I'm going to counter everything. And they got to choose a side to basically defend.
Now, there is one like sub you could do. Now, I have Mother Witch in this. So you could sub her out for Little Prince. That's a play, and maybe Musketeer. And I haven't played it with Musketeer, but I have played it with the Little Prince, and the Little Prince is solid.
Yeah.
But now after the nerf that I got, I don't know. I've been playing it with the Mother Witch because of the level that I have her at. It's maxed out. So
yeah, which is really good actually. That's really solid.
Yeah, and you got a ton of squishy troops, so you can get some really mad pigs out in there.
Yeah,
it is very nice. One thing you do got to do, guys, is protect the pump. So one thing I love to do at the beginning of the game is just lay my Mother Witch at the back. If they haven't played nothing, play your Mother Witch at the back and see if they like fireball, arrow, or poison. Typically they do because they don't know your deck, and you just pump on the other side. What I normally do. It's super easy.
So here's a question for you. You know how we were talking about the goblins and how you should trade them out for the guards? Have you thought about skeletons, Evo skeletons? Oh, shoot, you guys are the Evo recruits. Never mind. I didn't think about that. I didn't know how well that would work out or not if you can get them on tower or something like that just for that good of defense. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because you can split them as well. That'd be another split, but never mind.
But then another thing about this deck is the wall breakers. You can get a really good elixir trade by splitting them.
Yeah.
Like first play. Like I literally don't wait. Right when it says go time, normally you have your wall breakers.
Where do you split? Bridge?
Right at the bridge. You split them at the top,
and
they go both ways. And I've had people fireball one wall breaker. It's just dumb. It's just laughable, man. It's just hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
But
that's where you pump if you get the next one. I'm like, thanks for that fireball.
Another thing with pump, guys, because I know a lot of people don't actually play pump. They just don't know how.
Yeah.
Now, if your opponent has minor, and if they're smart, they had minor your pump. So keep your goblins handy.
Yes.
To try to block it. Now, I can't tell you where to block it because it's kind of random.
Thing, yeah.
But your goblins are really good blocking your minor, or their minor.
Yeah. If you're playing against a really good player, usually a really good minor player would you would literally have to guess because he's going to throw that minor. He won't throw that minor at the same spot. He'll make.
Well, there's only 2 spots. You got a
50% chance.
Yeah, you got low and high. So,
but yeah. But a lot of times, if you get them, they know they'll just keep throwing it at the same spot usually.
Well, another thing, guys, as well.
So you can counter it pretty
throw
well.
your pump in the middle, like right in front of your king tower.
If there's minor.
If there's
2 cards.
If there's minor, because it's easier to predict where it's going to be,
and archers can help.
What?
The archers will take down the minor as well. Both of them.
Archers.
Your archer towers.
Oh yeah. Okay.
They will.
I don't have archers.
So if you place it under their towers, he's going to kill your pump straight up. But if you put it in the middle, at least your pump will survive. If you can't do nothing about it.
And another idea now, if your opponent has rocket, it's a good thing to put your pumps in the right in front of your king tower because he won't be able to rocket.
You taught me
your
that
princess
recently.
tower. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know either. I thought the rocket was big enough radius to get your pump and your tower, but no, it does not.
Yep.
So it's a straight up 1 elixir trade without any damage whatsoever,
which is nice.
And plus, they might mess up and get your king.
Exactly.
I doubt it, but
that'd be awesome.
Never happened to me. I wrote some things down. Things to fireball, like that are really good to fireball. Number 1 is firecracker, obviously.
Yeah,
firecracker will kill.
We don't need
your
to explain.
recruits.
We know exactly what it.
Firecracker is a huge, like a dead card for this deck. So definitely fireball them. Little Prince is typically really good, and it like stunts it a little bit and resets it. Wizard, Archers, and Ice Spirit. Now I'm sure there's others you can fireball as well, but those are the kind of the ones that I've been looking at.
You mean Ice Wizard?
What did I say?
Ice Spirit.
Yeah, fireball the Ice Spirit. Yes, I meant Ice Wizard.
At first I'm like, you're not fireballing a 1 elixir card that doesn't do anything to these guys, right? Oh, that's funny.
Also, if your opponent has Earthquake, typically pump is not good. So you try to cycle. Maybe they can mess up and use an Earthquake somewhere. But
exactly, it's always best not to play pump when you see Earthquake.
And if they have Earthquake, they're typically running either Royal Hogs or a Hog Rider deck, and
or that brand new deck that Archer Queen. Giant Skelly.
Well, with Hog Rider or Royal Hogs.
You're right. A Hog Rider is with that deck. I think, you're right.
So,
you're right.
That way you have your Fisherman ready to activate King.
Yep.
But if they do have Earthquake, I wouldn't even pump probably at all unless they use their Earthquake for some reason.
If they use it for some dumb reason, lay it as fast as you can.
Definitely.
Because they got to recycle to get to that.
Right,
which
definitely.
is amazing.
So just stay patient. I know with this deck here, there was a time where I just pumped the wrong time. Yeah. And he took my tower like immediately. I'm like, okay, fine. Mm-hmm. But I had my Royal Recruits ready. I set them down, and I'm not kidding you. I end up getting both towers. Like,
wow.
The comeback of this deck is insane if you play it right.
Yeah, that's how I
just
feel
stay
about.
patient. If your opponent's just killing you in single, just wait until double. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, it's just staying alive until you get double elixir. I'm like, okay, now it's go time to engage.
Yeah. Now decks that are hard to beat. The only ones that I can really find was the minor poison deck. That's pretty tough.
Poison poison destroys this deck.
It's not impossible, but it's tough.
It's definitely tough.
And lava deck.
There's not that
the lava deck is tough because you only got
3 that can counter air. You got Mother Witch, which is not good.
Mother Witch is terrible. You got your Skelly Dragons for air, which is fireball, and then fireball. You have your fireball. So it's typically pretty hard. You have to stay pretty aggressive if you're playing against a lava deck. Mm-hmm. And any bomb tower deck is pretty tough to break through somewhat. Yeah. But
you don't fireball it, but I want it.
No, I don't even do that. Don't let bomb tower discourage you. Like, yeah, it takes out your recruits, but a lot of times they have to overspend, and then you use your wall breakers, and your wall breakers typically go through right to the tower.
Yeah.
So
that's a good point.
Now, if they're playing fireball and arrows, now that's a tough matchup for you.
Anytime where someone's playing fireball and arrows can do some really tough. Serious damage. No doubt.
So,
but they're also wasting 7 elixir to get rid of a card. You know what I mean? So,
right.
It might not. Honestly, you might be getting a good trade if you think about it, depending on what they use it for.
Yeah. So, dude, what do you think about this deck?
This deck is really good. I remember playing Juicy J playing this, and it's still insane. This is a deck that I'm going to try to learn to build as well, and learn to master it, learn to get to Ultimate Champion as well. But I'm not going to trade it because I'm in love with too much of my Golem deck. Right. I love Golem deck. I love Beatdown. You would call this a Beatdown too, wouldn't you?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Probably, actually. I can see it being a beatdown. You have pump. You can make a huge push. I would say it's a beatdown style, maybe. I wouldn't say it's more. I wouldn't say control. I wouldn't say cycle. I don't know what all archetypes are out there, but.
I mean, this is a very solid deck. Obviously, honestly, pretty quick to cycle too, because you got some pretty good cheap cards.
It's 4.0. You do got cheap cards, but you also have pump. If your opponent does not have a pump answer, you win. It's hard to lose.
Yeah, it is hard to lose when you have multiple pumps out there because you're just out because you can just put more on the board at that point.
And typically,
you got
guys,
the load.
And typically, you want to split your skeleton dragons. But I've learned that if somebody sparkies, you want to put your skelly dragons at the same
on that
side,
on that side, to
and then you want to wait for your recruits. You want to wait for that sparky to cross your bridge to lay down your recruits, because recruits will just clean the sparky up like crazy.
Yep, that's true.
But I've noticed, like, if you can activate that king tower without taking a whole lot of damage of a tower, of your princess tower, you're sitting really good.
Yeah,
so
you're in a good position.
But yeah, this is my favorite deck, man.
Is it?
Absolutely love this deck.
Yeah, it is insane. Those Evo recruits make it,
And I did get it to Ultimate Champion a few seasons ago. So
did you really?
Yep.
Wow, that's awesome.
All because of Karate.
Karate Kid.
Karate and Bytor, I think, helped me out that time. So
coached you up, didn't they?
It was a lot of fun.
I bet it was. It's always fun being coach, honestly, and listening to guys and like, no, I'm gonna do this or do that. It's always fun to have their thoughts and opinions on how we should play. So, well, guys, if you guys want to, shout out in the comments and see what you guys think about this deck. Please try it out. It's honestly a lot of blast. Not gonna lie, it is a ton of fun. Yeah, and it's been a while, guys. If you haven't already, please join our Discord server. The link will be the link is down in the show notes below. Yes. Yeah, we have a lot of things going on. We have a league going on. Obviously, you guys can listen to the podcast live. We do have a sports page on there to where if you're a big sports fan, we got a lot of things going on our Discord as well. We haven't talked about it, but Clash Mini just opened up a brand new huge update. It's basically a Clash Mini 3.0 now, or whatever you want to call it. And we cover that as well. We have a Clash Mini page as well. Clash of Clans as well. So yeah, guys, if you guys are wanting to join our Discord, please do. And if not, that's totally fine as well. But we're just letting you guys know that, hey, we have awesome other options as well that you guys might be interested in. And future Supercell games are coming out. There are going to be there's some really cool things happening in Supercell right now. So, yeah. So if you guys want to, join up. But all right, guys, we will see you in 2 weeks. Rah-rah-roo.